A little fun story about me. I used to work on the farm, I get there, open up the gate, and all the cows know what they're doing, and they just start walking out, heading towards the front of the farm, and except for one cow. And she was being stubborn. And I was like, what are you doing? And of course, I got no reply because they don't speak English, but I'm there trudging through this knee-deep of effluent, trying to get up to this cow. It was a couple hundred meters on the other side. And as I got a little bit closer, I noticed that she'd given birth overnight. And her calf was actually drowning in the effluent. And so, straight away, I jump in, just start digging this calf out with everything that I got, just getting stuck in there. I eventually drag this calf out like this, carrying it back through the effluent. And you're probably thinking, why am I telling you this? Yeah? Well, just like a farmer looks after and provides for his animals, God looks after and provides for us. Is what I'm actually referring to as my first point as God's got us. He is there to look after us. And in fact, Paul reminds this church of the same fact. He refers back to Moses and starts talking about how Moses and his people were looked after. But what Paul is trying to emphasize here is that Moses, even though he was going through struggles and his people were going through struggles, that God still got him. Hopefully some people have started thinking about those already, just remembering what God's done for you. But as soon as we mention struggles, how much quicker does that occupy our mindset? How much faster does that take over the good stuff and we start dwelling on all those struggles? God's not telling you here that you're not going to have hard times. We are going to have them. They're going to keep coming back, but you got to remember that God's got you. And let's remind each other every day. And what I think Paul is actually trying to refer to and get us to think about is our mindset. He's asking us ultimately about our choices, our daily choices. And the way he paints that picture for us is he talks about these two tables. And I love this imagery, right? When we're making a choice, it's like walking into a new room. And in that room, we have two tables. We have the demon's table and we have God's table. Over here on the demon's table, there is temptation, there is everything wrong in the world. Just because you're sitting there now doesn't mean you can't change your mind and go to the right side. So get up, leave the table, stand up, leave the table, walk to the other side of the room and don't go back. We need to completely surrender that choice to God. But I'll tell you what, once you make that decision, and for those who are sitting currently at God's table, you've got to keep making that choice. How do we then go put this into our life? Well, I think Paul sums us up perfectly. I want you to remember this one thing. Whatever you do, do it for the glory of God. Why? Why we want to do this for the glory of God? To experience true freedom through Christ. Our true freedom is choosing every day. The choices that we do every day, are they for the glory of God? I mean, I look back at that story and me jumping into the effluent and grabbing that calf out, I didn't do that for me. That was not the thing that I was thinking about doing that day. But when I finally got that calf back to the farmer, he was just ecstatic. He wasn't ecstatic because I saved this calf. No, he was ecstatic because the animal survived. The animal lived. We saved this animal. So when we're thinking about our own life, it's so important that we take the time to reflect and remember that whatever we do, we need to do it for the glory of God. Whatever we do it for the glory of God.